Ham. Hey guys, and welcome to today's video. Rachel here, Beater on the Bowl, and today I'm going to walk you through how to make my vegan seitan ham. We're going to use some tofu, some vital wheat gluten, a bunch of spices, all into our food processor, and we're going to make a delicious Thanksgiving, Easter, Christmas centerpiece. I figured this is perfect with Easter right around the corner. This comes together with pretty minimal effort, and I'm super excited. We're going to make a maple glaze for it as well, so it'll be like a maple glazed ham, and it's super delicious. I've been slicing this up and putting it on wraps and sandwiches. It's so good. It's surprisingly soft. Whenever I get like a tofurkey or something from the store, I find they're always kind of like tough, and I really don't like that. This is super soft thanks to the tofu. I guess I didn't drain that perfectly, but we're okay, we're okay. And I'm gonna walk you through to make this right now, so let's jump right into it. We're gonna start with our block of tofu, and I'm just gonna crumble this into the food processor, roughly large chunks. We're gonna puree it all anyway. And to the tofu, I'm gonna add 1 cup of vegetable broth, half of a teaspoon salt and pepper, 1 tablespoon nutritional yeast, a teaspoon of smoked paprika, and a teaspoon of garlic powder, 2 tablespoons of maple syrup, 2 tablespoons of ketchup, half a teaspoon of Dijon, and we're also going to add just a 1/4 teaspoon, a couple dashes of liquid smoke. Now we're just going to pop the lid on this guy and blend it up. It should look something like this. Kind of like a goopy blended tofu. And now we're going to add our remaining ingredients. We're going to add half of a cup chickpea flour and 1 cup of vital wheat gluten. And now we're going to blend this one more time. We're going to blend this until it's just combined. Just going to stop once to scrape down the sides one final time. Now, as you can see, this has kind of like a squishy, it's not sticky texture. It binds together, but it doesn't stick to my spatula. It's not too wet, it's not too dry. I'm just going to transfer this batter into a little loaf pan. And now I'm just going to spread it out to fill up the pan. I have mine lined with some foil here just to prevent it from sticking. I would definitely recommend greasing it or lining it. I'm also just going to score the top of it lightly, just for an aesthetic look when it's done baking. Now here is our uncooked ham. We're going to pop this in the oven for 30 minutes covered, and then we are going to take it out, uncover it, and glaze it. I've made this recipe a few times lately, so I have all this extra foil because I like to reuse it. It just feels like a waste throwing it out after one use, especially when it's just covering it, so low waste hack. Alright, so we're going to pop this in the oven, 350, 30 minutes, then we'll take it out and uncover it, and in the meantime, we're going to make a glaze. Right, it's glaze time. So for our glaze, we have maple syrup, tamari or soy sauce, smoked paprika, and ground cloves. Also, I'm trying to do this more like a kind of sit down, kind of hang out with you while we cook video, but I'm having a hard time finding a balance between showing you food and hanging out with you. So I feel kind of weird sitting down here, but we're gonna give it a shot. This is a brand new bottle of maple syrup, so this is exciting. 1 tablespoon maple syrup to this little dish, along with a tablespoon of soy sauce, and a 1/4 teaspoon smoked paprika, and 1/8 of a teaspoon cloves, so just like a tiny, tiny pinch. Cloves here. And that glaze. Now we're just gonna mix this up in this little jar. This smells so good. What do you traditionally do for your Easter centerpiece? I feel like as long as I've been vegan, which is late 2014, early 2015, I've always just done a tofurkey because it's just the easiest to access. I feel like I don't really see vegan hams in the grocery store, but it feels a little more like Eastery to me. Maybe that's what I had growing up, but I'm really excited. I'm definitely making this for my Easter dinner. I can't wait to show it off to my family and be like, ham. Well, I'm gonna wait for 30 minutes and then we're gonna take out the ham, top it with this glaze, put it back in for another 15-20 minutes, and then it'll be done. So stay tuned. I also want to shout out my shirt here because this is so heckin' cute. It says, "Don't tell me what to do," with a little flechette, and then in the back it's just goodbye. I think this is so cute. This is the Octopi Mind International Women's Day shirt. I do have an affiliate link with them below if you want to save 15%. I don't think this shirt is available anymore. This one came out for International Women's Day, and I'm pretty sure they sold out of the long sleeves. But so heckin' soft, and it's so cute, and I never want to take it off. It's really fun. I actually have a planchette tattoo that says "no" in it, and I got this a couple weeks before they released this design, and I was like, wow, I feel like we are majorly in sync. But yeah, now let's wait for our ham. Here comes our ham. There, all right. So our ham is out of the oven. It smells really good. Just gonna take the foil off and just gonna do it this way. Add all of our glaze. I'm just gonna spread this out a little bit. And you do want to get it back in the oven, so we don't want to take too long here. And now I'm just gonna pop it back in right like this for another 15 minutes. And 15 to 20 minutes later, yay! So as you can see, it's nice and tender and soft, but it is cooked all the way through. It smells absolutely amazing. And I'm just gonna let this cool for a bit before I slice it up and show you. All right. Alright, I've situated myself like 100 times here. The outside is so bright. We got a ton of snow the other day, well, 10-15 centimeters. But today's the first day of spring, and the sun is shining and it's just beaming off the stove, beaming onto me. And I use mostly natural light for my videos, and the light is just hecking bright and white today. But all that aside, if you enjoyed this video, please let me know. I tried to make this more of a casual style instead of me introing and outroing and then in between it's just food shots. I tried to kind of hang out a little bit, and let me know if you liked that or if you prefer just seeing the food and then me doing a little chat at the beginning and end. So I really would love to hear your feedback, and I really hope you enjoyed this recipe. If you give this a try, please let me know in a comment below. Of course, I'll have the blog post link in the description. Don't forget to like and subscribe because it really supports my channel. It means so much to me. Thank you so much for watching. And I want to know, what do you traditionally do for Easter? Whether you're vegan or not, doesn't matter at all. I traditionally do a tofurkey, but I'm definitely doing this year, and I'm really excited. I hope that becomes kind of a tradition, my ham recipe for Easter. And I'll see you guys next week for another delicious, budget-friendly vegan recipe that we'll make together. Until then, thank you guys.